Hello YouTube, my name is Janie, and you have found Journey with Janie Hypnotherapy here on YouTube. It is my pleasure to have you with me, and if this is your first time, I welcome you. I do hope that you'll take a moment to subscribe, and we will be going through many journeys together here if you take a minute to do that. We have a lot of steps to take on this path together. We have already been through many journeys, and we have so many more to go. So I definitely want to make sure that you're not missing out on any of those important steps to reach your best self and your greatest level of awareness and well-being. As a clinical hypnotherapist, my job is to work with your subconscious realm. Now, this is not magic. I am not a magician, and in no way is this a gimmick. In fact, what I do is I work with an area of your consciousness that is deep. It is rooted in all of your thinking, feeling, and behaving. And it is believed by scientists that it is about 80% of all of your thinking, feeling, and behaving. So it is truly the executive brain. We work with it because it is so malleable. It is so easy for us to change our life if we really know how to use this amazing tool. And as a clinical hypnotherapist, I am trained professionally to guide you to that space, to that place, to that type of awareness. The reason why we go there is because when you are in a heightened state of suggestibility, you are taking in all of the information around you and you're taking it in as truth, as fact. You are not questioning it. You are not doubting it. You believe it with all of your heart, mind, and spirit. And there is nothing that I say or will say that is anything less than beneficial for you and helping you to achieve your greatest level of all happiness, of peace of mind, and of health in the body. Last week, we talked about eliminating excuses. So taking away this habit that so many times we can have to blame others around us, to blame our circumstances on outside sources. And it's important that we stop that in its tracks right away, because that just perpetuates this, neurobiological rut that we can find ourselves in, where we're just not going to take accountability. We're not going to change anything about our life because it wasn't our fault to begin with, so we're not going to even bother with it. Now, that may mean that, you kick up your feet and you take the easy route, so to speak, but it certainly is not easy emotionally. It does cause you to not reach those higher vibrations of the possibilities of your life. So it's important that is stopped right away. And, it takes time to learn how to do that. It isn't overnight. And these kinds of changes don't happen in a snap, though I know many of you would love to know that it does. It simply doesn't. But we can definitely get ourselves on an expedited journey, and we can get this done in a much quicker way than just sitting back and waiting for things to change around you. What I want to do tonight, what I would like to do with you right now, is to now start working on eliminating the blame you put on yourself. So we're not blaming others. We're no longer blaming outside circumstances. But I'd like you now to work on not blaming yourself. And that's a tough one. It's really easy for us to put blame on ourselves. We are our greatest critic, and we believe that we have often put ourselves in the positions that we are in, that we are the cause of our unhappiness. And, I think that we hear that a lot. If you battle depression, if you have a hard time bucking up and picking your chin up and brushing things off, people say that that's your problem. But it really simply isn't quite like that. I think what's the best thing that we can do right now is to really understand biologically what's going on in our bodies and how our brain works to serve us. The brain is a powerful, powerful tool. It can do things that are absolutely phenomenal. I want to give you a case in point. If you were to have someone give you a pair of goggles, and the only intention for those goggles was to change your vision, change the perception of your vision by about 30 degrees, it would take the brain only about 10 minutes to adjust. And suddenly you're seeing fine again. It wasn't your eyes that adjusted. It was your brain. It understood that you were in a position where you weren't going to be able to function the same. You were having difficulty seeing things, grasping where they really were. If I have an item here and I'm now 30 degrees off, it would be hard for me to grasp it. And the brain only took about 10 minutes to adjust for you. It's pretty amazing. But let's pretend that the perception that has now been shifted by 30 degrees is a negative one. Let's believe it to be a negative point of view about yourself, about the world around you, about your circumstances. And look how fast it takes the brain to grasp that and to help you to function with that. With those goggles, having vision shifted by 30 degrees when everybody else is 30 degrees the other way, well, in fact, that should make things very difficult for you, but your brain worked for you. It did what it was supposed to do to help you to live your life, to adjust, to be able to see correctly. Sometimes the brain thinks it's helping, but it's not. Sometimes the brain uses those types of tools as a survival mechanism to keep you in the current of your society, of your family, of your relationship with your partner, your children, your coworkers. And yet, all the while, everyone else is 30 degrees the other way. All the while, something feels off, and somehow you're not able to really, truly connect with the people around you. Communication is off ever so slightly. You never seem to be able to really have a conversation where you're heard and you're also listening, where there's connection made. Not necessarily agreement, but connection. I see what that person is saying. I don't necessarily agree, but I can see what they're saying. And I'm able to have a conversation without going into a screaming match because we're in the same current. And we can have these conversations and disagree, but at least we have the same perception as far as how to communicate with one another. So many of us had a shift at some point, 30 degrees, whatever it is, 5 degrees, 100 degrees. It doesn't really matter how much, but ever so slight. And it's just enough to throw us off. And our brain did its work. It adjusted for you. It created what we now know to be these neurobiological ruts, this constant repetitive thought, even if it's negative. You're used to it. You're functioning with it. In fact, you've forgotten how to function without it. Because I'll tell you something. Those same goggles that shifted the perception, the vision by 30 degrees, when you remove those goggles, do you think vision goes right back to where it was? No, it doesn't. It takes about 10 minutes again for the brain to readjust it right back to normal vision. So even if we're doing the work, and even if in this journey, or the last journey, or 10 journeys before that, we removed your goggles, give yourself permission to accept that your brain is going to readjust. Give yourself permission to accept that it is absolutely accurate that your brain would take a little bit of time to be okay with the new perception. That's normal. But we are using the executive brain to make this work for you because it's time. You don't have to be 30 degrees off anymore. And in that, you can give yourself permission now to let go of blaming yourself. Is it going to happen right now, this second, with one snap? No. Tomorrow you'll feel better. Tonight, when you go to sleep, you'll feel calmer. Next week, a little shift. And you're going to come back to this video and you're going to do it again. In a few days, a few nights, another week later, you're going to come back and you're going to do this video again. And you're going to do it as long as it takes you. Because everybody's different. But it isn't an overnight process. Giving yourself permission to no longer blame yourself and to accept a different perception. A perception that's healthier, that's kinder to you, to others. A perception that eases the tension spiritually and physically. That's a powerful shift. But it's yours if you want it. In this space, we are safe here. So this isn't about blaming you. Your system worked the way it was supposed to work. Your brain did what it was supposed to do. Your brain did it. It was automatic. You have the ability to get in there and use the right tools to switch it around. And it's going to take, using that prefrontal cortex that we have right here. And using that powerful decision-making tool to say, self, stop it. Enough. Enough with the blaming. Blaming of others. Blaming of outside circumstances. Blaming of self. We say enough. So I invite you to take this journey with me now. This is for you. To take a moment to get yourself very relaxed. To put on a pair of headphones. To make sure that your head, neck, and shoulders are all very well supported and well aligned. To make sure that your feet are side by side. Your hands cupped into your side. And let's begin. With your eyes closed, listen to the sound of my voice. And you're going to feel yourself dropping very quickly with each breath, dropping very quickly now with each breath. As I count you from 20 to 0, you're allowing the body to feel very, very deep and relaxed, very, very heavy and at peace. And it's going to give you a wonderful sense of calm and well-being. That with every count, as the body gets heavier and heavier, the spiritual body will feel lighter and lighter. What a wonderful gift that is. Give yourself permission now to let go of unwanted thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Give yourself permission to let go. To let go of blame. To let go of old perceptions. To allow the body and the mind, your spirit, to readjust for the sake of your well-being. The love and care you have for yourself, your life, your journey. Allow each breath to calm you now. As you feel the body getting very, very heavy and relaxed, very heavy and at peace. A wonderful sense of calm and well-being. A wonderful truth of 20, 90. As you're drifting now to 80. The body is getting very, very heavy now. 17. 16. The body is getting deeply, deeply peaceful. It's a wonderful feeling now. 15. And you're drifting. You're letting go. 14. You're drifting now. You're finding peace. 13. You're drifting now. Changing what no longer works for you. 14 is 13. It's a wonderful feeling it brings you now. 12. That's right. 11 is angel number. 11 guiding you and protecting you. It's 10. It's 9 is wonderful peace and well-being. 8 is balance of mind, body, and spirit. balancing it. At 6, as the body is very, very heavy, the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. 7 and 6 and 5, that's right, at 4. So very heavy from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. 3. 2 is 1. 1 is peace. Wonderful peace. That you're going to feel the peace of mind, body, and spirit guiding you to a deeper state of awareness, to the depths of your executive brain, the tool that you have to change what no longer works for you. The blame stops now, and you know that, you feel that to be true. The blame stops right now. You know that and feel that to be true. It hasn't helped. It never did. It only slowed down your journey to wellness, to reaching the highest vibrations of happiness and peace. Give yourself permission to catch up. Give yourself permission to accept that gift of wellness and peace within, throughout, and all around. Give yourself permission to let go. Give yourself permission to find a calm that moves from the top of your head. A beautiful white light, pure and healing, forgiving and loving, understanding, honest, gracious, grateful. Allow that white light to move through you now from the top of your head down the back of your ears, down your throat chakra, connecting to your spirit, through the vocal cords, your communication, hearing, speaking, all communication, body language, allowing that peace, that white light to roll across your shoulders from right to left, left to right, easing the shoulders of tension, of unwanted thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and feeling the heaviness of that white light easing down your arms, right and left and left and right, that the elbows should feel so very heavy. The elbows are so very relaxed. The elbows heavier with each breath. All the way down your forearms, around your wrists, right and left, left and right. What a wonderful gift that brings you now. You're letting go. You're giving yourself permission to let go. You're getting heavier, heavier and heavier now, deeper now, dropping down into the palms of your hands. It connects with your aura. This beautiful, beautiful light, this color that is yours, only yours, no one else's. It moves back up into the shoulders and down your spine, inch by inch, blooming into your back, touching each muscle of the back. Beneath your shoulder blades, your wings, you fly. And around your waist, your hips, what a wonderful feeling as it brings you further, dropping you deeper, pulling you now. You feel yourself being pulled. Give yourself permission to accept that now. It's a wonderful feeling. You're going deeper now. Give yourself permission to accept that, going even deeper. As the legs feel so very heavy and relaxed. The legs heavier with each breath. Letting go. Deeper now. And letting go. Round your ankles. Pulling you. Anchoring you. You're stable. You're calm. You're at peace. Did you feel yourself being pulled deeper? You're going deeper, you're dropping deeper now, that's right, very deep. The feet are very, very heavy, very, very heavy, heavier than any other place on the body. Allow the feet to feel very, very heavy now, heavier than any other place on the body. The feet are heavier now, heavier than any other place on the body. The feet are very, very heavy, heavier than any other place on the body. Heavy now, very heavy, heavier and heavier. It feels so good. Just allow them now to go even heavier, to feel even heavier with each breath. Deeper into your heels, right and left and right, and all the way through the arches of the feet to all 10 of your toes, one by one. 10 is 9, 9 is 8, 8 is 7, 7 is 6, 6 is 5, 5 is 4, 4 is 3, 3 is 2, 2 is 1, 0. Deep. Deep. Wonderful. Wonderful sense of calm and peace. This is your time. Let go. And you're listening to me now. Consciousness and subconsciousness are listening. You hear my voice and you hear my words very clearly. I'm speaking right to you, to the root of your thoughts. I'm speaking to your powerful subconscious mind. It hears me very clearly, every word. You feel light and free. You feel heavy and deep. Light and heavy all at once. What a wonderful balance that is. And you are ready to balance yourself in mind, body, and spirit. You are ready to balance yourself on this path of wellness and peace. You are ready to let go of what no longer works for you. In order to balance yourself, you eliminate the weight that you have carried, the burden that is heavy, the blame that you've carried on your shoulders, on your back. Allow that now as I count you up from 10 to 0. At 0, you release. Release the burden. You're going to feel the body lighten with every count. Lighter and lighter as you release more and more, giving yourself permission to release the burden of blame. No longer blaming yourself. Letting go. 10 at 9. It's not your fault. It is not your fault. At 8, it was never your fault. Never your fault. At 7, let it go. Let it go. The body is getting lighter now at 6. Deeper now at 5. Letting it go at 4. This is your time. Your gift, take it now. 3. What a wonderful feeling that brings you lighter and lighter. Lighter, it was never your fault. Never your fault. 3, 2, 1, it was never your fault. And let go. 0. Deeply at peace and letting go. 0. That's right. Very good. Do you already feel a difference? Immediate shift of perception, the vision, the sense you have as you stand on your spiritual feet. You feel much more balanced now. Balanced, heavy and light, balanced. On this path of wellness, you are balanced and you are calm and you are at peace at 0, 1, 2, 3, very much at peace, a wonderful calm. The blame is released. No more blame. No more blame. It's time to live your best life. It's never your fault. And at 5, his eyes open, wide awake. At 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take a deep breath. I want you to look right into my eyes right now and take a very deep breath. Feel that breath move all the way to the very top of your head. And as you exhale, push the exhale all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Very good. Wonderful. And welcome back. You have a little less blame or a lot less blame. It is all a matter of how much you were willing to let go in this journey. But I encourage you, I implore you, I invite you to come back again and again to this journey, to any of them, as often as you need. But this is a big one. Letting go of blaming yourself. We need to do that here and now before we take another step. So come back as often as you need. You can never have enough. And let's get you on this path to living your best life. I'm here to help. And if you'd like a personalized session, I'm here for that too. You can connect with me on my website, which is journeywithjanie.com. And Janie is Jayni, no E. Once there, please make sure to go to the order services page and you'll find the YouTube subscriber special, $45 for your very first personalized session with me, whether that's phone, Skype, or a personalized recorded session. I'm here to help you to do what you personally need for yourself here and now. Until next time, everyone, journey within.